Most men don't hurt the people they love because they're cruel. They hurt them because they don't know how to sit with their own pain. When you don't face your own pain, you carry it into the room like an open wound, and everyone you love feels it. If you've ever said, "I'm trying, why can't she see I don't want to hurt her?" This video is for you, because that sentence doesn't come from malice. It comes from shame, from inadequacy, from an ego that's trying to protect you from seeing yourself clearly. And I know this because I lived it. When she brought me pain, my first reaction wasn't anger. It was defense. Not because I didn't care, but because I couldn't handle the idea that I might be the source of her hurt. The thought looping in my head was always the same. I'm trying. Why can't she see I don't want to hurt her? What I didn't realize then was this wasn't love talking. It was self-protection. I wasn't listening to understand her experience. I was listening to build my case. Underneath that defensiveness wasn't anger. It was shame. It was inadequacy. It was the fear of not being enough. So instead of sitting with that discomfort, I reached for logic, for explanations, for facts. Here are the reasons you're misunderstanding me. Here's why my intention matters. Here's why this isn't fair. But every explanation I gave pushed her further away. Because while I was protecting my image, she was losing trust. This is where men stop scrolling internally. Let me ask you something. And don't answer it out loud. When she brings you pain, what are you protecting first? Your connection with her, or the image you have of yourself? Because the thing you protect first is the thing running your relationship. It cost me a lot. Our connection ruptured, the relationship changed, trust was damaged, and I still don't know if it will ever fully come back. Not because I was abusive, not because I was cruel, but because I kept choosing self-protection over presence. I thought I was keeping the peace. What I was really doing was bleeding unhealed pain into the relationship. There was one moment that showed me the difference. I finally stopped explaining, stopped justifying, stopped defending. I owned what I did fully. No but, no context, no intention. And I watched her face change. She looked at me and said, "Wow, I wasn't expecting that at all." That's when I understood. Presence doesn't argue. Presence doesn't convince. Presence lets the truth land. You don't hurt her because you're angry. You hurt her because you don't know how to be emotionally safe with yourself. So when discomfort shows up, you offload it onto the closest person. Not because she's the problem, but because she's available. This doesn't make you a bad man. It makes you an untrained one. And if you don't learn how to sit with your own pain, you'll keep bleeding on the people who never caused the wound in the first place. If this landed, don't rush past it. Ask yourself one honest question tonight. Where am I defending my image instead of facing my pain? You don't need to fix anything yet. Just notice it. That awareness alone is the beginning of real change.